The final season of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, is slowly moving from production reality into franchise history, and one of its most emotional milestones has just landed. Celia Rose Gooding has officially wrapped filming. For fans of the series, it marks more than just another production update. It signals the beginning of the end of a journey that reintroduced audiences to the optimism and character-driven storytelling that defined classic Trek. Gooding, who portrays Ensign Oda Uhura, has been a key part of that revival, bringing a younger, still-forming version of a legendary communications officer to life with vulnerability, intelligence, and quiet resilience. Celia Rose Gooding joined the series at a crucial moment in the timeline of the franchise. While Uhura has long been a cornerstone of Star Trek mythology, Strange New Worlds allowed writers and performers to explore who she was before the Enterprise bridge became her permanent home. Gooding's interpretation leaned into curiosity and uncertainty, showing a character still discovering her voice, both literally and figuratively, in a universe filled with alien languages and interstellar politics. As filming wrapped on the final season, cast and crew have reportedly been reflecting on the unusual emotional weight of the production. Unlike many long-running television shows that gradually wind down, Strange New Worlds has maintained a focused, almost cinematic structure across its seasons. That makes its final chapter feel less like a slow fade and more like a deliberate conclusion to a carefully told story. Gooding's wrap is especially symbolic because Uhura represents communication in its purest form within the Star Trek universe. She is the bridge between cultures, species, and ideologies. Watching that journey conclude on set has reportedly felt like saying goodbye to a version of optimism itself, one that believes understanding is always possible, even in the most fractured corners of space. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds has built its identity on episodic storytelling that still allows character arcs to breathe across seasons. That balance has made each cast departure from set feel more personal than procedural. Gooding's final day, in particular, is said to have carried a quiet atmosphere rather than a loud celebration. Less a party, more a pause. It's worth remembering that wrap announcements in modern television don't just mark production completion. They also signal the transition into post-production refinement, where performances are shaped into their final form. For an actor like Gooding, whose portrayal often hinges on subtle emotional beats rather than spectacle, that phase becomes its own kind of continuation, her work still evolving long after the cameras stop rolling. Fans, meanwhile, are already anticipating how the final season will handle Uhura's trajectory. Knowing where the character eventually goes in Star Trek canon adds a layer of bittersweet expectation. Viewers are not just watching a story end, they are watching the connective tissue between